Hello, everybody. I am Ace.
Sorry.
Excuse you. Now, come on. That's rude.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is our holiday special.
Yes.
We're doing it.
You get one happy holiday, but this is the Crimpus video. We just also respect.
Yes.
We respect the game.
But no. Today we're just talking about, hey, what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie?
Well, we're gonna do a little more of that. We are going to, over the course of the video, have basically a list of little characters here, a draft of a setting, and then maybe like some test shots or something down here. We're basically making a quick little pitch document for a made-up movie idea, and it'll be like a spooky, weird monster Christmas movie, not a la Jack Frost or anything like that. It's not gonna be like basic slasher turn Christmas movie. We want to make a Christmas movie with monsters.
That just happens to be
our weird brand of mayhem.
Right.
So it's gonna be one part Ace's research and partial argument.
For the sake of the bit, I just wanna get this off my chest. You are fucking wrong if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Okay, we're moving on. Anyway.
But you're still allowed to watch it for Christmas. And
yeah,
Ace is
it's totally valid.
And that's kind of what the research will lead to, but yeah, so the basic idea is that I've been drawing this for a few years now. And I've had this idea of a kind of Mad Max Borderlands-esque character, but with like Christmas armor and using like toy-based weapons.
Yo, you know what would be great?
What would be great?
This this art style and this concept with TSO, with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That would be the most epic
with all the like storyboards
movie ever.
Like all the storyboard music videos that I've shown you and everything. How is that?
How is there not? If there is, please let us know.
But even if there is, like, how is there just not more of it? No matter how much there is out there, why is there not more?
I know, right?
That is very perfect. Yeah. So in my head, he's always had the biggest thing is that he always has had Christmas light shoulder pads.
Yo, yeah, is it like big bulbous Christmas lights or like tiny little Christmas light?
Both.
Because if it was like tiny Christmas lights, it looks like barbed wire.
Ooh, that could be really cool. Like a little. Maybe it is like on barbed wire. He just attached lights to his barbed wire.
That would be hilarious.
It's that classic zombie apocalypse survivor look, just with Christmas stuff on him. I've always thought this really geometric skull idea would be fun. I've always drawn him with like, oh no, Photoshop having a stroke.
Oh no.
But I've always imagined him with this like really artificial looking like mohawk, like warrior wolf tail thing that he's like put together.
Oh, you know how like the knights in the Middle Ages have like those plumes?
Yeah, it's like
from their helmets. Yes.
And he's just running around this wintry wasteland. An event, and I just wanted to draw. At the time, there was most post-apocalypses are depicted as like deserts.
Yeah, we haven't had like a frozen tundra post-apocalyptic kind of.
Like the only example is kind of The Day After Tomorrow, but that's all like weather catastrophe nonsense.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted something that was like
an actual frozen tundra, and not like
had an ice age, and was just overrun by little like ice goblins. And again, it's one of these things, like, obviously my idea is mainly just like the style. I just wanted to have another like stick figure-y guy to do fun fights and nonsense with. But yeah, like all of his weapons would look very toyish. He probably has like a candy cane as like a hook sword.
Bro, candy cane hook sword?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He can probably like tear some of the lights off his armor to be like a grappling hook. It's a lot of nonsense.
But
All of his bags and stuff are like he has like such stocking grenades, which are also like his little satchels.
No, wait, hold on, frick. You said like stocking grenades.
Yeah.
Or they have like just like the little tiny stockings.
Yeah.
Just like. What if the grenades were made out of ornaments?
Ooh, that's even better. Yeah,
we're literally just thinking about. I think this might have happened. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere in a Christmas movie. 100%.
Like this is not an original idea, but it's
fun. It's funny and it's great.
Yeah, and that's all it really needs to be. And that's always kind of been the main idea. And the thought I always had was that this dude was basically going on a hunt for toys for the little apocalypse orphans.
Aww.
Because he's just, for whatever reason, he's
basically the poor man Santa Claus.
Yeah, So, have these little kids. Yeah, do you want to go ahead and start listing? Because I'm going to do some Googles to find. I'm kind of thinking like an Invader Zim art style.
Yo.
Like some very geometric looking kids. So let me just see like what their general like body. And most of them are just like little lumpy triangles. It looks. Oh no, there's gonna have to be one that's drawn like Gur. Here, we'll do one very. But yeah. So what do you think this is missing, like, or so far? What needs to be like checked off to get that good Christmas SEO?
Oh, okay. So you said that like the main character is basically on a mission to give toys to the orphans, yeah?
Yeah, he's maybe like the oldest in this like survivor camp of like mainly orphans that survived this little apocalypse.
Yeah. So you could filter that under like under like what kind of Christmas themes it would be.
He's gonna have these like really long, bellowy. He has a Christmas sweater that's many sizes too big.
Aww.
Big brother, are we gonna have toys this Christmas?
Because it's basically just because it fits under the theme of like family and generosity, which kind of fits into the whole like big umbrella of Christmas themes.
Yeah.
So we have that. Is it gonna be set around Christmas time, or like have the?
Well, I mean, the setting is constantly frozen.
No, but I mean time of year.
I don't know.
Because most of the.
So I'm also thinking of this kind of a short film. I'm not thinking like full Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah, but at the very least, have the climax just be set at Christmas Eve.
Oh, have like maybe like a Nightmare Before Christmas style like countdown clock that just like bong. Like that's one of the things I've always thought that this story could have like, some weird like magical elements in there, of like mayhaps the toys will like only appear at a certain time, or maybe this like Krampus type boss like goes into a slumber on Christmas Day.
Ooh.
So he
now if you think of like Krampus type boss, that checks the third checkbox of film must include traditional Christmas figures in a prominent role.
See, so here's
even without that, you still got 2 out of the 3, and we're in the good.
Well, so and here's my kind of counter argument, because again, this isn't necessarily to say Ace is wrong, or just debates are fun. Let me also save my work here. 12/07/2021. Xmas movie pitch. So, because you made a joke about this in our other intro, and then I went all cranky. But I feel like Christmas has this minor stigma of being overly commercialized. And there's problems with how we celebrate Christmas, and I disagree with them. Because when I grew up, most of the Christmas movies and everything taught, I mean, The Grinch. It's not about the presents. It's not about, buying your friend the most expensive present, the best Mickey Mouse, the biggest Grogu you could find. Made a little topical for you there. Grogu is Baby Yoda.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That's not the point of it. So to say, oh, it doesn't have Santa Claus, it's not a Christmas movie. Oh, it doesn't have the right color scheme, it's not a Christmas movie. These things help, and if depending on what your tone is, like I want this to feel Christmassy. That's why it has possibly a Santa or a reindeer monster in it, just because I think that's fun. However, because that's the thing, this character isn't getting presents because it won't be Christmas without it. He's getting these presents just because he wants
to give joy.
Yeah, he wants to give these little kids hope.
Yeah.
Which is something that, could be very recognizable in today's world. Just, hope is a commodity. Christmas to me has always been about, I mean, the Sabaton song "Christmas Truce" kind of sums it up. The idea that on one day, like Halloween is joyful because on one day a year, you're allowed to be a freak. You're allowed to dress up as whatever you want, go make noise, kick things over, demand candy. We can all be little shits, and we kind of get a free pass to an extent.
Right.
As long as it's all in good fun. We all agree that we're gonna be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, I wouldn't say it's the opposite of that because I don't think that you have to not be weird to be a nice person. But the whole point of it is that we all agree on this one night a year. I'm gonna make this one cross-eyed. It's like a little Ollie boy. We all agree for one night a year that we're gonna try to put our bullshit aside.
Yeah.
Even if you hate your family, you're gonna try to deal with them.
Yeah.
With exceptions, I mean, and that's another thing. To remember that family is important. Theoretically, there is nothing that your family should be able to do that cannot be forgiven if they put an olive branch forward. If you don't have to go and say, "Oh, sister, you kicked my snowman over. I will choose to forgive you." That may be mature, but the bigger thing is if she comes and apologizes and puts the sign forth that she's willing to get better, that's when the forgiveness should happen. Which again, it's a fluid thing, but that's the theory at least. No one would go, "Oh, you only spent $20 on my Christmas gift. I spent $500 on yours." There's our little orphans.
Yeah. But it's more like, hey, this reminded me of you. I hope.
I went out and I thought of you. Or even if I didn't go out, I saw this online and I wanted to give you something. Even if you don't buy something, literally just the card, just that you took 10 minutes out of your day to draw a little picture, write their name, just say I love you, and something they can hold on to. That's the point. This guy is not getting Christmas presents because the kids need toys, because the kid, it's not Christmas without toys. He's getting them Christmas presents as a symbol.
Yeah. He just likes seeing kids happy.
And that's my thing. I think that Christmas movie is much more about theming than it is about the iconography. That's why I would argue that as much as I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, I don't think people watch it because of Christmas movie elements. I think they watch it because they like explosions and action movies. But if it does evoke that feeling, if there are elements of family ties and, hope, persevering, and goodwill, then you can categorize it as a Christmas movie. You can categorize almost anything as a Christmas movie. That's my argument. Against Ace's little criteria.
I guess you could say that.
You can obviously say, oh, it would have a Christmas color scheme, green, red, white. It would have a Santa Claus somewhere. Like, yeah, those are very easy ways to make it Christmassy. But to me, like I already have those in there. I want to know. I want this to be a Christmas themed idea. Even like more than just the fact that I'm putting Christmas lights on his shoulder pads. Which did make me wonder. Because to me, one of the things is that if we're following this dude as our main character, he's already Christmassy. He already believes in the Christmas spirit. He's doing this to bring his kids joy.
And a counterpoint to it doesn't really need the iconography to like make it feel like a Christmas movie. Yeah. For me, I just pulled it from a website that said like this is basically what it is.
Yeah.
I looked at it and then I looked at like some of the movies where I'm sitting here like a lot of them do have some sort of Christmas iconography. Yeah. The level of impact
is what differs.
To the story is what differs. Like
I always thought that the most Christmassy episode of Star Wars was Episode 5, where they're on the snow planet. Like that's all you needed, really.
What about the holiday special?
We don't talk about that. Funny enough, it was such a big like impact. Like so many other kids and people had that same opinion when Kids Next Door did a winter or holidays episode, and they had like walkers.
Oh.
Kids Next Door had like walkers and stuff, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, they made a Lego version. They made a Lego holiday special for Star Wars.
They always make old Lego something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have these dudes. But one of the things I was thinking of, and I don't know.
Yeah, because going back to the Christmas iconography, I love the Polar Express. I love just the lesson it teaches about faith.
That one, yes. Which because that is the thing. There is a level of the original. Theoretically, the original thing of Christmas was birth of Jesus, which can make it a very Christianic thing. I do put value in that, but also the lessons and morals of Christmas go past one faith.
Yeah, but this was the movie that came to mind,
and having the faith in Santa Claus, believing. Even though it might be ridiculous.
It's not just believing in Santa Claus, it's believing in
goodwill among men. Yeah.
Goodwill and the magic of the world. You know what I mean?
Which to me is a really big thing. Just the idea that we all believe in Santa Claus. The most cynical person around believes in Santa Claus. If you ask me, is Santa Claus real? I'm going to say yes. Every single time. And I'll say yes 100% more in the wintry season. Santa is weird. Is real. He can't get real.
He's real, guys.
He's real, and you will not change that. I've always been a person of, at least relative to those around me, of faith. I will still believe in magic and whimsy to an extent. Do I think that there are little gremlins in my wall? No. But I will never discount it, even if it is a little bit ridiculous, because to me, part of the human experience is believing there is more.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, the one downside I can think to that is in today's society, with all the new material gifts and everything, like the new Xbox or a pair of shoes, like, some parents would tell kids, "Oh, Santa got you that Xbox," and then kids in school would like tell their kids, "Oh, Santa got me this Xbox." Like, why did Santa give that kid Xbox? Why did Santa?
Again,
it's dumb.
If that's
the
line of thinking you're having, I think it's very meh. Santa.
For me, it's just very telling of today's society.
Well, yeah. To me, that's not the point.
That's not
the point of him is. Just that there's this guy running around who his whole existence is to give to others. It doesn't matter a flying elf what he's giving you. That he's giving everyone something, unless you're an asshole. Because even the most jolly fella draws his lines, and I love it. But no, so back to this whole thing. I was thinking one of the things that's missing that is like a very classic Christmassy thing is someone needs to kind of be pushed to belief. You need to watch the Christmas magic Because the Christmas magic partially will be this guy beating whatever monster we come up with, but the other part of the Christmas magic is swaying others to the faith.
Yeah.
You know, the faith in good men, the faith in Santa Claus, the belief.
Again. Polar Express.
Yes.
That's literally
exactly.
the whole movie.
Yes. And that's one of the reasons I thought it was a good segue. I was trying to fit it in more organically, but so I think this dude on his little journey, he needs to encounter a fellow survivor away from his little camp of orphans, who maybe is aware of this like haunted toy factory. That's what it'd be. Haunted.
Oh my gosh.
Haunted. 100% haunted. Oh, we could make it almost like a Charles Dickinson reference.
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickinson.
Charles Dickens.
Charles
Dickens.
Charles Big Dick Son.
Moving on.
Yeah. There could be 3 ghosts in the factory. The ghosts of present, past, and future.
Yo.
Dude.
What if that dude's still screwed? Nah.
What if we made it?
What if he was Tiny Tim?
Well, I think that's this one. This one's always gonna have to.
No. What if the protagonist was like an alternate version of Tiny Tim?
This is Tiny Tim grown up.
Yeah. Because he's got his cane sword.
TT.
Bro.
Dude, these ones, I like that. So if this is past, because he's the youngest, he's future, because he's the biggest, he's in the middle, this is present. Present is just cross-eyed confusion.
That goes a lot for being in the present. That says a lot. Yeah.
But no, so I was thinking he encounters a fellow survivor, so we need someone that's kind of gruff, you know, because they've been surviving in, like, in my mind, these guys have like a little shack in like the real tundra. They have to travel to town to this toy factory. This is someone who's been surviving in the town that's more active with crazy ghost apocalypse shit.
Ooh.
So, what do we have any criteria or things in your research that would help us figure out who this gal do? I think gal, just because like we have him very like male looking, so I think having a also normally I feel like the person that's all like blah blah humbug is very like angry male, tired of everything BS. So I feel like having a sassy lady just be like, your Christmas spirit. Have you seen the amount of monsters I've stabbed today? I just think that'd be very funny.
I think that would be great.
So we're thinking some kind of a gal.
Yeah.
Curmudgeon-y
old lady.
I mean,
like the.
Should probably be like
it's
a little.
Like
I'm
the
thinking,
very twisted grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
I'm thinking kind of like a Legend of Korra type build, because she's been surviving. So give her like some beef.
Oh, like Lin Beifong kind of build.
No, like Korra.
Korra.
Yeah.
But Lin is older than Korra.
I don't think she. I feel like I feel like that's kind of a bias I want to break. Not only old people can be cranky about Christmas. I'm 22. I work at a Target right now. Believe me, I've never been more cranky about Christmas than this year.
Fair point.
And I'm sure you're gonna feel the same when you have a Christmas rush at the arcade.
What do you mean Christmas rush at the arcade?
You don't think there's gonna be anyone once the school's let out? You don't think there's gonna be a little bit of an extra Christmas mayhem?
Maybe like 2 days before.
So I'm gonna let's see. We need to give her some. I was thinking like overalls, like some overall-y like Christmas pants. Probably just like a scarf all bun again. Scarf.
Yes, dramatic scarf.
Dramatic scarf.
Dramatic scarf. Because of course.
You know, just like the good old, with a little ball on it, maybe. Ooh, she could have. Do we want to give her goggles, or should we let her have eyes to express herself?
I'd say eyes. Like she would put on the goggles, but I don't know. I think having eyes to express herself would just work more.
Give her like a little bit of hair swooping down, and then just like really, just very baggy penis.
So big honkin' snow pants.
Yeah. We can let them taper in a little bit as they come into like boots. I'll go through and like try to clean this up in a time lapse. Is kind of what I'm thinking. And then like we'll go with the theory. Ooh, she can have like a little vest on maybe. So if we have this kind of.
Ever have like a whole honkin' parka though, like instead of a vest.
Well, the reason I want her arms to kind of be exposed, just so that she can be really muscly. Or do you? No, I guess you're right.
It's a cold ass tundra. Let her wear the parka.
Yeah.
Like she'll still be strong and buff as hell, but whatevs.
Make it really, really big. So basically have this then. Oh, the head's actually. So she'll be like a little taller than TT then, I guess.
Well, he is Tiny Tim.
He is Tiny Tim. Let me see here. What's gonna be? So let me just kind of size all this down a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. So my goal here is to let all of this kind of exist on one page, so that when pitching this, it'll be pretty easy to kind of just, go for it.
Yeah.
So put that there. Oh, she doesn't have. What's she been gonna survive with this whole time? Like, if he has all these like really silly toy things, we just give her like a really gnarly,
like hacking scythe.
like a climber's sickle thing.
Oh, it's like a pickaxe basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she made it out of like a bone. Like again, very silly, whimsical weapons. Freaking made from the bone of a critter.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like our good guys, our main cast. So the next thing we have then is past can be maybe a good old
His baby face.
a good old fetus.
Oh my gosh.
Let me actually Google fetus.
Oh Lord, we're really doing this. It's Christmas, Sean. What are we doing?
Fetus.
No.
Oh, dude, that looks freaking weird.
No.
Okay, so basically we need the really big ol' noggin, little teeny eyes, it's all kind of veiny. His little nose.
Oh, it's so horrifying. It's like the fetus baby from PT.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh no.
Okay. And then present can be. I want to do some reindeer horns.
Because why not?
I want to make them like very geometric and everything. And have like the most teeth.
So we're making just the demented Rudolph again.
I mean, that's part of it. if you really want to simplify this down, then yes. But I think this is much more. So we have so we have that. I'm thinking of. I don't want to do just I don't want to just go like basic Hydra.
No,
I feel
no.
that's boring.
Make it much more horrifying.
Yeah. So this, what I'm thinking a bit more blobbish. So
It's just like melted porridge.
it's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Oh,
We just
no.
have this very blobbish shape. I was kind of thinking like, what if it's like all the heads stacked? No, I was thinking like stacked.
No.
But I don't think that'd be. I don't see that as very
they
interesting.
would be stacked, but it's just like sludgy mess. It would be just a sludgy mess.
What if? What if we do a kind of? Okay. Bear with me.
Okay.
Bear with
Okay.
Like
it ain't a Misfit Artist Drawcast without taking something wholesome like Christmas or holidays and making a complete horror show out of it.
because this is like a ghost.
Wait, those are his like legs.
There's some legs. Because this is like a critter
no.
in like a toy factory, right?
Yeah. Oh no.
So what if we kind of put one of them little, like a spinning thing?
What do you mean spinning thing?
So if
what do you mean spinning thing? Like a top?
So that's one head there. Okay, you following?
Okay.
Head there, right?
Okay.
Another head back here.
So you're saying just
And
it just rotates within
Yeah.
like a mechanical body.
Well, fleshy body, mechanical cuckoo clock type head
Oh
thing.
god, can you imagine the sounds?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like weird fleshy sounds as soon as like the
Mixed with like
the
a
head just
like a
the
Jack
head's
in the
like
Box
rotated.
turning. So here,
but much more fleshy.
so you make a Jack in the Box sound. I'll make some flesh noise.
Do 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 do. Ugh. Gross.
I'm so happy.
Gross.
I'm so happy. And then oh no, this
Oh
is,
no. Oh no.
this is a maybe. This is a maybe.
What do you mean a maybe?
Oh, you don't really want to know.
I kind of do though.
Again,
I am seeing this in real time. I want to know.
Again, Toy Factory. Santa have bag of toy, right?
Uh-huh.
Here, vamp for me for a little bit while I gotta go back to Google.
What's in the bag?
Do vamp for me. I need Google.
What do you? But
I need some vamp.
what kind of vamp?
I don't know. Just vamp.
I want to know what's in the bag.
You will.
You can't. You can't leave me hanging like this.
Well, I mean, what's in the bag isn't nearly as bad as what's going to be on top of the bag.
What you?
Let
what?
me just trust me there.
I'm sorry. What do you mean on top of the bag? What's gonna what? You guys don't know.
Oh, wait.
You guys don't know.
There we go. Nutcracker.
Oh
Just
no.
Just trust me. It's so boring.
I mean, nutcrackers are horrifying, but how worse are you gonna make it?
Dude, that's what's next year is gonna be. We're just gonna make a horror version of the Nutcracker and the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh dear.
My dad used to take us to that
Ballet.
That ballet every year. Yeah.
I watched it like once.
Okay, so there's not really a whole lot I have to be constrained to. So there's this part here.
What?
And then this would be all turny like a screw.
Oh no. In the bag?
Coming out of the bag.
No.
And so we can have a nice little ornate shape here. It'll be very pretty.
Ornate shape? Do you mean ornament shape?
No, just ornate, like just a very pretty shape. And then this will be eh.
Oh no. You guys don't even know the horrors that await you once you signed up to this.
So we'll put present like right here.
Oh. Wait. Oh no.
Little fleshy eyes and some like
Fleshy
in,
eyes?
yeah, and like the little carved in thing with his big old like nutcrackery nose. And yeah.
I don't know. I don't appreciate. Why is that sticking out of the bag though?
And then he can have his little antlers. Yeah.
Why is that sticking out of the bag?
Death will be here. The very like that, and then the fetus head is over here. So I'll have to sketch up like
why? What? But why is that?
Because all the toys are in the bag. You see.
Oh no.
He has to kill the monster to get his flesh presents.
Flesh presents?
And he has like all these little like feeties.
What?
Little feeties coming out of there.
What?
He does like he'll do like a little dance to get to you.
No.
He'll be like,
I'm still. What the fuck are flesh presents?
See?
Answer my.
No, do you see? Yeah.
But I still can't fucking get over flesh presents. What are those?
The presents are inside the monster. And you might be saying, "Oh, well, he's just a big boy with spinning heads running around." Au contraire.
So you have to cut open the bag.
He's got these little armies.
No.
Maybe even like a little tentacle.
No, that's a bit much. I liked it better when it was just a big old slime monster of horrible amalgamations.
Got all these little handies that come out.
Oh no. No.
So I'm thinking that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But to just slice open the bag.
And all the fleshy presents will come out.
But they're not presents made of flesh. They are just presents that happen to be inside the flesh, right?
I don't know. That orphan looks really sad. I don't know what he wants for Christmas.
Probably not a fucking flesh present. I thought it was supposed to be wholesome at the end.
I mean, yeah, it will be. Kind of. Mostly.
What do you mean mostly?
Mostly.
Come on.
The kids will be happy. The kids will get exactly what they want.
They didn't want this.
You don't look at the despair on the little one's face. He's been through some things. He wants things now.
Yeah, he would probably want something much nicer than a flesh present.
Well, if it's the heart.
No.
It'll also be really wholesome because while they have to clean off, like the two characters will have to clean off the flesh from the presents after killing the monster.
Oh.
And they'll bond. So there's some more space here. I can either fill that with more monster and like prop design stuff, or we could go through and try to like get some environment stuff made up. But I feel like with the time here, it'll be best if I just time lapse and just make up some more zany nonsense.
Yeah, I'll probably be horrified at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be horror, like a lot of horror, and then it'll be wholesome at the end. But then it's just
They get present. Okay, so do you want to see like here? Okay,
give me a log line in that space, or yeah.
So here, I'm gonna get a thumbnail of like what the climax would be. Okay, or not the climax, the resolution.
Okay.
So we'd have our two characters. Like probably like okay. Here's my pitch. So,
All right. Lay it
vanishing
on me.
point.
Okay.
I know. So that's down here. So next vanishing point would be like over here. So we have our dude. Basically, we have character one. You know, holding on, and character two being like, "Oh no," and they'd both be looking over.
Oh, they're hanging from a ledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that. That doesn't look quite like that. Hate perspective. Hate perspective so much. So would it actually be better? Excuse me. Okay. Somehow they're holding on to this. Clean up and post. And they had just like kicked a red barrel into the monster maybe or something. They've done something. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we have so the monster would be like here. And this will also give some scale of like how big this thing is. The monster's bag has been popped. Okay.
Okay.
We'll have like his head over here. Yeah.
Wait, why is its head hovering above the?
Because it's exploding upwards. You see.
Because of the red barrel.
Yeah, and maybe
Then
like,
what will happen with all the toys inside?
and maybe there'll be like some spine or something.
But what will happen with all the toys?
Let me draw my spine. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Or maybe they like tighten his head on too tight and then it burst open. But basically,
No, I can imagine the imagery of they're just tightening its head on too tight and then propellers us.
yeah, exactly. Like,
that I can believe more.
The presence, they'll kind of like pop around, and that's what's gonna make this scene so fun. It's just presents falling everywhere.
But you have to catch the present.
It's a big bag. There's a lot of presents. So, some will land like just right here, and this will be like a Nerf gun here or something. Sponsorship,
of course,
sponsorship.
of course.
We'll have like balls bouncing around, and they'll just all be really goopy.
Gross. I keep hitting my mic.
There's stuff going everywhere. Maybe they shove like a thing in one of their mouths, and like so it won't be like a fire explosion. It won't be something that will damage the presents.
As if falling presents are better.
Well, yeah, I mean,
some of them will get damaged.
I mean, some will, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's this character needs to learn giving and like. Even if something's not necessarily reasonable or safe, doing it for the goodness of others. And this character, maybe he does need to learn, like, oh, the toys aren't the most important thing. We don't need all the toys. Like, they both learn a lesson. he needs to sacrifice some toys. Or maybe like as they're falling, she catches one, and so they get up and it's like, here's this one, and they get like a little fire truck or something. And just that one present, that one act of goodwill is enough to brighten all their spirits up.
Yeah.
Is that a little sweeter for you?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I do kind of want minions.
It would be just like
So what?
just like icicle grump. No, scratch that. Ow.
I'm thinking like some really trolly boys.
Very trolly boys.
Yeah. Maybe like a little punchy. Very simplistic. Very triangular noses. Yarr.
Yarg. Anyway.
And they just have like really big.
Egg, 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 egg.
Like maybe they steal all the other presents. They're feeding this.
Oh no. That would be horrifying. But where would they feed it? Like just through the mouths?
I mean, do you want me to elaborate through drawing, or do you want to keep that little piece of your sanity? Because I don't know.
What sanity?
Because I don't know what the answer is yet, but I'm sure I can find an answer.
It would probably be much more horrific than just
Yeah.
like sticking their hands into the bag.
Yeah, so just take what I'm giving you here.
Okay.
Okay, so we want a log line, you said?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this down here a little bit. So, actually not here. What's a working title for this project? Wait.
Mad Xmas.
Like Mad Max.
Oh. Nice.
And we'll give it like a little subtitle. Or tagline. Another font here. Ink free. We'll go ink free. A good tagline. Let me think.
The naughty list gets worse than coal. Okay.
We're working title. We can be adjusted. Okay, so we have this, and then the log line would be because we need a simple font now, don't we? And let's go. Nah, that's a really lame font. Ooh, chili. I like that one, honestly. Okay, so we'll boost that to 16. Okay. Tiny Tim.
Tiny time.
Tiny time!
Present the presents. I don't know what my brain was thinking there. Orphan comrades. Isn't goodwill one word?
Shh.
Or
'Cause
maybe that's just the brand name of
yeah, I think
goodwill
I
chain.
think that's the store.
Okay.
It's a very bad font now that I see it all together.
Yeah.
It makes me very sad because it looked fun. Good font, good font, good font.
Bro, just go with Calibri.
Not happy about it. Just want to make sure that's very clear. Shh, and then I come here, boop. Edit, retransform. And
Yay.
this one I feel like needs to go a little bit more. So
Wonderful.
I'll go through and I'll do like a more refined sketch over top of this, but this is kind of our so basically, just to recap, our story would be Tiny Tim has a little family of orphans, and they're all sad because they're in a frozen apocalypse wasteland.
Yep.
That has been taken over by some crazy Dark Souls magic. Don't need to worry about the details. This is like a George Romero zombie situation.
Listen, the amount of Dark Souls Santa boss memes that I've seen on the internet now, you wouldn't believe. Anyway, continue.
He ventures into town, risking his life to bring some cheer to these little kiddos. Fighting through the town, he has to face these frozen imps and whatnot, and is just getting his butt handed to him until he finds another Arctic survivor, and he's like, "You have to help me. You have to help me." And she's like, "Why?" Well, it's Crimbus.
And this concerns me because
she'd be all like, "Well, do you see the crap that's going on around here? I mean, Christmas and traditions are kind of the least of my concern." They butt heads. They clash. As they fight and survive, though, they kind of see the middle ground, and maybe, and the amount of time that he selflessly puts his life and his mission at risk to save her. She's like, "Well, I kind of owe you something now." And he's like, "Don't help me because you owe me. Help me because it's right thing to do." She's like, "Shut the fuck up. I don't need your idealism right now." They get to the haunted toy factory where this thing is. These little gnomes are like shoving toys or children, who are we to say, down his gullet.
Hey.
And through some shenanigans, probably something symbolic, he explodes into a fountain of toys. Maybe that's some of the things, like the only way to beat him involves destroying the toys inside. And he's like, "No, the kids." And she's like, "If those kids don't appreciate what you tried to do, then screw them." And he's like, I guess, and it'll be better. And like maybe like this is the cause of the storm, some crazy nonsense there. So he's like, the best thing I can do for them is just to take this monster out of existence. He does something, maybe like pops the heads or something, and it ends up popping a little bit. They fall down the bridge. They get back up, and he's like, still would have liked to at least gotten them like a toy. Like maybe the little one really wanted a fire truck or something, and she's like, "Merry freaking Christmas, buddy." And then it fade out as they're like rubbing the goop off the toy. This is my Christmas movie.
That is great. As long as you watch the movie and you kind of feel the holiday spirit, you have that warm feeling of the holiday spirit inside, then that's just enough.
I feel like one of the things that's always kind of like, I like the movie Krampus. I feel like one of the bummers of it was just that it was so focused on punishing those who didn't have the Christmas spirit. And again, to me, that's not what the point is. The point, like, Santa gives coal to those who do bad. There's the Krampus mythology. I feel like the bigger message is just seeing faith and goodwill prevail. You know, you don't do the right thing because there's something in it for you. You don't do the right thing because you're scared of doing the wrong thing.
You do the right thing because it's
The right
thing to do.
So I like the idea of, the inciting action being someone just being like, you know what? I'm gonna make Christmas better this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it something better than it was last year. So that's what I want to leave you all with. This core video is like an hour recording so far, so we'll see what we edit it down to and what happens here. But until that happens, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe,
and tell your family you love them.
Yeah, tell your family you love them. Tell your friends you love them. Don't worry about getting the biggest present. Just be nice. If you are a child with your parentals, give them a little bit of an easy time. Cut them some slack. I can almost promise you that'll be the best present you can give them. It's just one day of you and your sister not fighting.
Or brother.
The bottom line
or
is
sibling of unspecified gender.
Just don't be a brat.
Yeah.
Be cool. So, hope you liked it. If you do, maybe we'll do a follow up next year. Maybe next year we'll actually make this movie. I want to do more videos like this in general, of just like coming up with a story and doing like just a sheet of characters designs. Maybe some environment designs that tell a story. And I would love to see what you guys think. Does this give you ideas for a New Year's monster? Does it give you ideas for an Easter monster?
Who knows?
Yeah, I just, involve yourselves with this, though. I want to make these crazy worlds and kind of throw them at the internet and see what all y'all's make. This is my present to you all. So, if you have a sketchbook with you this Christmas and you're on a road trip to see your family and you're like, I want to draw the Nutcracker fetus ghost of past.
Oh, dear.
Please tag me. Until then, stay safe. Stay jolly.
Stay jolly. Stay weird.
Bye.
Bye.